So now she got to talk back. Wait a minute. Wait. So you going to ask me? The way your folk done treated my folk for 800 years, you want me? How you been a Jew? Ask me. Oh, I ain't good enough for you. I ain't good enough for you before, but now I can bring you some water. So I ain't good enough to be equal, but you want me to satiate your physical cravings. So you gonna ask me? Help satisfy your flesh? You know Jews don't have no dealing with the Samaritans. You say, wait a minute, let me share something with you. He said, baby, if you knew who it was who's talking to you, you realize I'm not trying to take nothing from you. I came to give you something because I know you need something that nobody else can supply. Culture can't supply it. Relationship can't supply it. If I give you the water, you'll never come back here and thirst again. I didn't come to take from you. I came to give something. That's wonderful. I came to make an exchange, and that's what we need. Talk about exchange, and then in Jesus, I'm finished. He says, go call your husband. Verse 16, go call your husband. He said, go tell your husband to come here. She said, verse 17, I don't have no husband. He said, that's a half truth, but it's a whole lie. Present tense, you don't have one. Past tense, you had 5. And you're living with one now that's not yours. But I would not allow what you've done sexually or who you've done it with to make me not have conversation with you at the well. Your past, your proclivities, your issues got nothing to do with this conversation. I'm trying to go get, and you know what? When he told her that, she said, verse number 19, you must be a prophet. Oh, she's trying to get off that subject real quick. Let me flip this subject real. You must be a prophet. She said, tell you what, since you want to talk spiritual, our fathers told us that we worship here in this mountain, Mount Gerizim. But your people say we worship in Jerusalem. What should we worship? Jesus moved her from water to weakness, and now they're at worship. Oh, God. Wish I had time to deal with it like I felt it. I'm finished. But here's the problem. 2 folks at the well, both with a history of worship. They worship in Mount Gerizim. Samaritans, Jews, you worship in Jerusalem. So how are we both worshiping to God, but disconnected by 800 years? We say we worship God, so we have no problems going vertical to God, but we can't connect to each other. And that's the essence of this message. That if we worship God, and those unlike us worship God, our simultaneous and subsequent worship of God shouldn't separate us. Sometimes our churches are integrated. Dr. King says Sunday morning is the most sacred hour of the week, and that's so true. And it's true because churches, we typically worship in our communities. We typically worship based upon our styles and our preferences and our upbringing. We worship where we're comfortable. But what I want to ask us today, if you work with someone who's unlike you, can you be an example of unity? So you say you worship God, but you're going to go to work tomorrow and can't interface with people because they have a preference or a life that's different from yours? You say you worship God, But because people vote differently from you, you can't love them? I had to pray this morning, God, don't let the hate that I saw yesterday make me ever become what I despise.